100 Women versus Accountability 2. There was so much demand for this. There's a part 2. I haven't even seen part 1. Women, I love you. Let's see how, I guess some of you are dodging accountability. Let's see.
So, Abby, I can just say it, right?
Do it.
Yeah, with a melon. Oh! What? Reagan! What possessed you to do that?
Gee,
She just told him
I
to.
don't know, maybe the fact that you told him to do that. How about instead of blaming the kid for doing what you told him to do, how about you blame that lousy mallet you bought? I told you guys we'd be doing a part 2 of this video, and a lot of you guys have been asking me where the part 2 is at, so here we go. We left off at 33 in the last video, and as much as I'd like to count this one, unfortunately in the last video, I counted a skit, even though I'm pretty sure a woman would do what she did in the video, which was claim that she had empath powers and that her boyfriend was going to cheat on her, so she had to cheat on him first.
Yeah, that's so fake. That's so fake, bro. I had a dream you cheated on me, so I had to cheat on you in real life to get back. Like, that has to be a sketch.
I'm sure a woman has done that in the existence of
Probably.
women, but since this was a skit, we're going to rewind it back, and so we're still back at 33. Man, these femcels really try to, like, justify their hatred for men. Women hate men as a system, not as individuals. Men hate women as people. That's the issue.
Women hate men as a system. Oh yeah, obviously, right? Yeah, the system of men. We are a system. I thought we were a gender this whole time, but yeah, we're a system. We're like AI. Men, you know, version 5.6 or whatever version we're on, that's something that you are totally good to hate. Men hate women as people. That's the issue. Doesn't that actually kind of work in the men's favor? Like saying that you hate women as individuals, as individual people, like depending on if they're worth hating.
I love how she's trying to twist her hatred for men into, oh no, when I say I hate men, I mean I hate the patriarchy. I'm totally not talking about my daddy issues or my abusive drug addict ex-boyfriend who I thought was gonna change. So when you say you hate men, you swear to God you don't have a man that pops up in your mind when you say you hate men. You don't have a single man that you picture in your mind. I think the lack of accountability here comes from the fact that she's trying to justify.
And I think if you were to ask a woman like this why they hate men, they probably wouldn't point to the patriarchy. They would point to a personal experience they had where a man did something bad to them. That would be my guess because it sounds more impactful. It sounds more legitimate. Like, honestly, think about it. Like, if I was a chick and there was a guy who beat me, you think when I'm asked why I hate men, I'm going to say, yeah, the patriarchy generally is something I'm not a fan of, and the way it's set up in the modern context of America makes it so that there's discrimination and imbalances in power and treatment. No, that just sounds like a word salad. I'm going to say, my boyfriend beat me like Doomfist from Overwatch, and so I hate men. That makes a lot more sense.
Hating an entire gender instead of just admitting that she has issues. The funniest part is the second half of her statement is actually true. Men hate women as people.
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking. It's almost as if instead of using a few to hate the entire gender, men are able to pick out which women are bad and hate them. As you'll see later on in the video, it's not really hard for a man to pick out which women are good or bad and dislike the bad ones. I still remember looking up Mia Khalifa's videos because I wanted to know what the fuss was.
What an insane way to start a TikTok. I still remember looking up Mia Khalifa's videos. Huh. Why share this? Like, why would this be a piece of information the internet needs to know? Because I wanted to, okay, so this is why. I wanted to know what all the fuss was. The fuss is that people jerk off to her, okay? That's the fuss. How do you not know that? I remember looking up her videos because I wanted to know the fuss. The fuss is she's a porn star and guys jerk off to that, okay? That's the fuss. The fuss is the fact that guys jerk off to it, okay? There you go. All I saw was a girl who looked like she didn't want to be there and might cry. I think about that a lot because men. You think about this a lot? Like, I think a lot about how I'm going to make more money and get groceries on time and, you know, eat a better diet. But I guess there's some people who think a lot about Mia Khalifa's early days in pornography multiple decades ago, or like a decade ago. Whatever.
Do you looked like she didn't want to be there and might cry. I think about that a lot because men. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure
Mia Khalifa, multi-millionaire, by the way, who turned her known name in the porn industry into a career on OnlyFans and a jewelry company, I'm pretty sure. And she also, for some reason, is weighing in on the Israel-Palestine conflict. So, yeah, I don't know.
Sure what Mia Khalifa was doing was like completely consensual, and she got paid for it. This has been going on for about half a year to a year, where feminists on the internet for some reason have been victimizing Mia Khalifa of all people. Yeah.
I do think the porn industry is very exploitative. I still do think, though, if you're a woman going into that industry, you do make a choice when you put yourself in this circumstance. Like, unless you're, being coerced into something or there's like lying and manipulation, a lot of the time you just go into it. You think you'll make some easy money by popping your titties and sucking dick, and then you're traumatized that the video's out there all along, and so you want to scapegoat it. You want to make somebody else the reason to, the one to blame for all of this, when really it's kind of your own fault. But whatever, I don't know.
So Mia Khalifa is an adult film actress who is known mostly for wearing a hijab in her films. The weird part is she's not even Muslim. She profited off of fetishizing Islamic attire, and she wasn't even a Muslim. That's more of a side rant, though. That's besides
That's insane. What?
The video topic. How is it the fault of men that a woman decides to be an adult film star?
Yeah, I don't think it's men's fault. What the argument would be is that men are the primary consumers of this content, and so because the market exists and women largely are the ones who fill the market, that if men didn't exist, the market wouldn't exist, and so men are the reason for it. But either which way, it's like you still have the choice to make porn or not.
And after she retired, she continued to do OF content. So clearly it's a choice, right? She's not like starving for money or anything. At this point, it looks like she's just doing it for the love of the game.
I mean, she might not be starving for money, and she might not be doing it for the love of the game. She might just be making enough money off of this to justify it.
While I'm doing more research, more into the side rant, while I'm doing research for this video, apparently she used her money that she made from porn to fund a jewelry brand called Shaitan, which is Satan in Arabic. But I'm supposed to feel bad for this woman. Oh man, she made millions of dollars gobbling dick on video.
So yeah, I'm 24 and I'm a virgin. Okay, well, not physically, but definitely spiritually and emotionally.
What?
Do words even have definitions anymore?
What the this is rage bait, right? This is surely rage bait. I'm 24 and I'm a virgin, not physically, although that's all that word is used for, is to describe physical virginity.
Okay, well, not physically, but definitely spiritually and emotionally.
Do words even have definitions?
I'm an emotional virgin. What does that even mean? Like, you've never been sad? Literally, what the fuck does that mean? I'm an emotional and spiritual virgin. Meaning what? I'm sure she'll explain, but that literally does not make sense, right? I would just, virginity meaning something hasn't happened yet, right? Because, okay, I haven't had sex. I'm a sexual virgin. How can you be an emotional virgin? You've never experienced emotions? I'm sure you have.
Anymore. Okay, you had a past. Just be honest and take accountability for it.
Right.
I do think that if you had sex before marriage, you can repent to God and, between you and God have that fixed.
Right.
That doesn't mean that you're not a virgin anymore.
Yes.
And I don't even know if she repented to God or if she more so did one of those spiritual journeys where she went to the beach with other women and they all held hands and screamed and shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you opened the door? You don't see? It's her fault. Dumb, go.
Okay, to be fair, she looked like she was trying to do something.
What the fuck just happened? So the girl opens her door in the Uber in the middle of traffic, and then the Uber driver, I guess, didn't get paid. She runs away. What the what just happened? It seems like everyone just got cooked except for her.
And the guy just told her to leave, so she just walked off. But bro, why are you opening the door in the middle of the road? You couldn't have waited until your Uber to pulled over to the side or anything like that. And it looks like she didn't even look out or look both ways before opening the door. She just opened it. Yeah. Because if she actually...
I turned now. Good luck, everybody
else.
else.
Seen the motorcycle coming towards her.
Oh, I told her put my fucking book bag in the trunk. Look what she did. Right, do you think this the trunk?
It looks
Dude!
like the fucking truck is the back of the
What's
car.
The engine is in the rear, dumbass!
What's this right here?
Oh my god, I was literally just shopping for cars earlier. I was looking at stuff. This makes me so mad. What a fucking idiot. This is the engine, bro. That's like how the whole car explodes. You put your backpack on that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Oh my god, you need to end this relationship. This is the kind of thing that I would not be able to let go of.
What this is?
What the fuck is that?
She said,
She said, what is that? Oh my god. Inshallah, we get rid of these foids.
what's this, y'all? Is this what?
That's supposed to be at the front of the damn
It's
goddamn
not.
No,
She's saying it's supposed to be in the front of the car. Shut up, dude. Oh my god. It's supposed to be in the front. She's acting like it has to be there. The engine can be put wherever the fuck the car maker wants to put it. Dude, oh my god.
she's right. It's not her fault. It's the car's fault for having the engine in the back of the car instead of the front. Man, I swear to God, some people just need to try and look stupid to learn something instead of just acting like they know everything.
Right.
If she went up to him and was like, hey, I tried putting your book bag in the back of the car, but I noticed that there looked like there was an engine in there. Like, I tried putting it in the trunk, and that didn't look like no normal trunk. Do you still want me to put it in there? And he would probably just correct him, like, oh, no, yeah, the actual space for the trunk is in the front on this car because they put the engine in the back. Oh, okay. No, it's like she just throws it in there. How did she even slam the hood?
It's so bad because she's not the slightest bit apologetic. How about a sorry? You know, like, I feel like with this kind of stuff, at least if you show some remorse, then it's fine. She's actively attacking the guy after she made the mistake. Literally zero shame. Holy crap, dude. I cannot imagine walking around with this level of arrogance.
On to,
like, this is a victim blame right now. She's literally blaming the victim of her stupidity. Oh my gosh.
how did it fit in there?
Not on this card.
Babe, how I'm supposed to know?
Oh my God.
Well, you would use your God-given eyes and observe that this doesn't look.
How am I supposed to know? You ask. Or you just look at it and it looks like it's not what the normal trunk you see looks like. How am I supposed to know? How are you supposed to know anything? You ask questions if you're not sure. Instead of saying, I didn't know, I'm sorry. She's like, how am I supposed to know? Like he's supposed to predict what she doesn't know.
Like a normal trunk. Even if you don't know what an engine looks like, you should know that this doesn't look like a normal trunk. And if he came to pick her up, wouldn't this be hot as hell anyways?
You want to talk about Epstein's Island? You want to talk about all the little girls who were extorted and
evil.
fucked?
Yeah.
That was
Then why would
illegal.
you say
Why
let
would
them
you
date?
say date rapists? You fucking
No,
piece of shit.
no. Hang on. No. I'm not saying.
Rapists love abortion.
Yes.
It says date rapists. You do not
Yeah.
date rapists.
No. Hang on.
No, I
Wait.
don't care what you're
Basic
trying
grammar.
to...
Adjective. This is so you've got.
The only
You've got subject.
punctuation is this period.
Yes.
The only punctuation
That's by
is
design.
this
So
period.
this is an adjective.
No,
Date,
you need
like-
a fucking comma
So-
then. The only punctuation
No, because-
is this period. Do
because-
you not realize that that's not proper
No.
grammar?
Is she an idiot? His thing says date rapists love abortion. Date rapists. That's the thing.
She is just loud and wrong. And then funny enough, she tries to correct it and then it just makes her look even worse. So the sign is saying that people who rape on dates love abortion. And she thinks it says that if you love abortion, you should date a rapist.
I mean, come on, bro.
I don't even, dude. She's looking at it
That's
as if it was some
brutal.
kind of love, laugh, live logo or something, dude. And if you put the
Yeah, like, come
comma
on.
there, then it would change the statement to date rapists and love abortion.
Yeah.
Great, right? So listen.
This woman pepper sprays her friend as a joke, then tries to ask him for help when she gets arrested.
What the fuck?
Oh no, you're going to jail. I don't care.
Because he asked you to leave him alone.
Okay. Hey, Matt, do you want me to leave?
Oh, wait, dude, back away.
I'm leaving. Are you safe?
No, I got
Oh my
He's
god.
calling the cops on me, so I'm gonna walk away. Whoa, Matt, I'm getting arrested.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No! Oh my god. This is the worst clip I've ever seen. The dude is in agony because you pepper sprayed him and she's like, oh my god, I'm getting arrested. Fucking thank God. You're a menace to society. If it were me, I would have called the cops immediately, bro. Holy fuck. This is not a sketch. This is so real, and this is the worst one. This should be number one. Not that they're in order of importance or egregiousness, but if it were, this has to be number one.
How come you brought me here?
Help me! Help me!
Okay.
Also, on what planet do you pepper spray someone as a joke? On what planet?
Zach, I'm getting arrested right now.
Thank God.
How are you this retarded?
To protect and serve. That's when I'm going to the back the blue buffet. Remember when Gustavo Fring went to the DEA and would give them like free chicken? I'm gonna become that kind of person in my local community if I know that the cops in my neighborhood are doing stuff like this. Thank God.
And irresponsible. You have a new pepper spray and you decide to try it out on your friend as a joke. Like, who the fuck does that? And she's asking him, she's like, are you safe? Are you safe? He would look like he was doing fine before he ran into you. And you just pepper sprayed him in the face. You are the danger. Man, the craziest part is I was trying to justify it in my head the first.
I'm trying to think if he says so when the girl's like, I'm getting arrested, if he were to say, hey, don't arrest her, they still would though, right? Like they can't not arrest someone who's going around pepper spraying somebody, even if the guy is like, no, it's okay. Like I'm a pathetic simp. Please don't arrest her. They still have to, I'm pretty sure, right?
Few seconds. I was like, oh, well, it looks like they're outside of a bar. Maybe she was just really drunk. But it's like, No. Even if you're like really drunk, you shouldn't be doing that.
Like, you're a threat to society at that point. It doesn't matter if the dude's okay with it. Like, it's a spray. So even if you aim it at one person, it sprays outward. So it could hit anybody in this radius.
If you just pepper spray your friends in the face when you get really drunk, you either shouldn't be drinking or you shouldn't be holding pepper spray. Man, I swear these women be like, oh man, it's so scary being out at night. I need pepper spray. And then they pepper spray the one guy that gave them a ride to the bar. Like,
That's
what?
Just,
Men's volleyball, women's volleyball, women's pole vaulting. Yeah, why are they always naked?
Do you have anything more than a pea brain behind those empty eyes? You think these women chose these outfits?
It amazes me when people like this are loud and wrong. The guy later on in the video shows that, yes, you can wear either like shirt and shorts, tank top and shorts, or even long sleeve pants and a long sleeve top. But this woman's acting like they're held at gunpoint to wear like bikini thongs and stuff.
Okay, I think that this is something I don't care about, so I'm gonna probably remain neutral on this. Like, I don't really care if the women who are doing the pole vaulting or whatever it's called are wearing little clothing. Like, it's not, I don't know. Like, women's volleyball, yeah, they're like more of their skin is showing. I don't think that is like a thing where I look at that and I'm like, this is immodest or anything like that, but maybe some people do, I'm not sure.
Like, they don't have to wear these. It's a little infuriating when people don't even do like a hint of research, you know what I mean? Like, I already knew this before watching this guy's clip because you've seen women perform beach volleyball in hijabs. There's some kind of weird stigma going around where women have, for some reason, wanting to get progressively more naked. And then not only that, but they start coping about it, you know, either blaming men for some reason or saying it's comfortable when it's clearly not. Like, for example, this woman is complaining about wearing a strapless bra to the gym because she has to constantly pick it up.
The hell is a strapless bra? Let me look this up for research purposes. Strapless bra. I don't know if I want this in my search history, to be honest, but I don't even know what this is. Bro, what? How are you able to wear this at the gym? Wouldn't this shit just like fall off, or am I looking at the wrong shit? A bra without straps. Okay, well, whatever.
Or else her chest would be exposed. And it's like, nobody's forcing you to do this. You can wear a normal shirt to the gym like everybody else.
Yeah.
Look at the guy in the background. He's not struggling at all.
Right.
I don't even feel comfortable showing exactly what this woman was wearing to the gym because essentially she's in her underwear. I don't feel comfortable showing that on my YouTube channel.
Dude.
This woman also is having issues adjusting her sports bra while working out. I show this guy pretty often in my videos, so I'll give him a shout out. His Instagram handle is here if you want to go give him a follow, but let's tackle this. I don't exactly feel comfortable showing what the woman is wearing, but it's essentially a sports bra that prioritizes cleavage instead of actual functionality. And because
She was wearing some, oh, he AI edited this?
of this,
It says, sorry, dad. That's what he used to edit it?
her breasts are falling out of her bra just from doing hack squats. I mean, I don't have boobs, but I'm pretty sure the entire point of a sports bra is to keep them in place and keep them covered while you're exercising. And believe it or not, this video is a double whammy. We're gonna count one woman taking lack of accountability for what she's wearing in this video, and then a woman actually responded to this guy with some bullshit and cope. So we're gonna count that as two women not taking accountability. Wearing clothes over more clothes while working out could lead to overheating and fainting.
This is just cope. I've noticed a lot of argumentation online is people intentionally misunderstanding what the person who's arguing with them says and then using their intentional misunderstanding to win the argument, right? So the guy is saying you shouldn't be wearing a bra, like you shouldn't be wearing bathing suit attire to the gym. That's what the guy is saying. And then she intentionally misunderstands this as him demanding her to wear like a cold winter's amount of clothes on, right? Like a fucking jacket and stuff. And so because she's now reached that false conclusion, she writes, wearing clothes over more clothes while working out can lead to overheating and fainting. No one is saying that you should be wearing so many clothes that you have to overheat and faint. What the guy is saying, which I'm not even sure how much of this I agree with. I haven't been to the gym in a while, and every time I've went, I don't see girls that are borderline naked. So it's like, maybe it's a bigger thing that I see, but I can only go off of what I see in the gym, and it's not that big of a deal or not that common. But he's definitely not asking you to do this. So why are you even saying, like, why are you acting like he's asking you to do this?
Did you hear that, guys? If she wore a normal t-shirt and basketball shorts like everybody else, she could have a heat stroke in the air-conditioned gym. I know gyms can get pretty hot, but they can't get more than, what, 75 degrees? Maybe the 80 degrees maximum? And even so, what about everybody else? What about the men that are just properly dressed? What about the other women that are properly dressed? I mean, while this video is complaining about women, it's mostly targeting women like this. All the other women, usually 9 out of 10.
To me, it just seems like a weird battle to fight. I see this and I think like, you're someone who wants to fight so that you can wear little amounts of clothing to the gym. Like, that's all I see. I think it's just not a fight that a normal person fights.
10 of the other women at the gym are wearing proper clothes. So how come nobody else is just dropping off from heat stroke? If this was a common issue, surely somebody would at least sue by now and have the gym install proper air conditioning. Feminized Western woman in a 75-degree gym. 110-degree desert-dwelling man. Huh, why isn't he naked? She then also says women wear a sports bra under shirts, so she'd still be readjusting between sets.
Right.
We've already tackled this. If you're readjusting your sports bra, maybe it's not the right fit. My evidence for this is the WNBA, although I've never watched the WNBA. If this was a genuine issue, the WNBA...
Wait, that is this like highlight of the year? That was the sickest thing I've ever seen.
Never watched the WNBA.
That's awesome.
If this was a genuine issue, the WNBA is the one place you would hear about this issue popping up, because these women are jumping up and down and jumping around and shit, and they
they're not
never
naked.
have to readjust their clothes. And then, since when is it inappropriate to wear workout clothes for working out? Maybe since workout clothes has become synonymous with literal underwear.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, because like workout clothes for working out, well, they've clearly stretched what workout clothes include so they can sell more stuff, right? If workout clothes only means a certain confined amount of clothes, well, then they can only sell what's in that confinement as workout clothes. But then if you expand workout clothes to include fucking anything, then you have a wider market. So yeah, I mean, that's actually a good point.
And I'm not the only one that's starting to think it's inappropriate. The YMCA recently requested this woman to put on some clothes, and when she refused, they called the cops on her.
Let's see.
Hey.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Why are you talking to me?
What's going on that the Y called us?
I have no idea. Maybe you should ask them.
Following a dress code dispute with...
Why is she yelling? The cop pulls up. Excuse me! Dude, what is wrong with you? Not a good way to start.
Staff. This member refused to wear a shirt or leave, prompting police to arrive on the scene.
You said you're causing a scene here, so they want you out of here.
Excuse me?
She needs to put a shirt on.
I'm causing...
She gets very belligerent, aggressive.
So this woman was told to put a shirt on by Steph, and I guess that makes her loud and belligerent when she gets told to put a shirt on.
Yeah, there's something about this, right? Even if you think the rule is silly, if you think that having to wear a shirt for working out is silly and you'd rather wear like a sports bra or something, can we all not agree? Like, can we please be in agreement that it is not worth ruining your life over? Just put the shirt on. Like, if it's that rule, maybe you disagree with it. Maybe you think the rule is silly. I think a thing that's much sillier is like not following it to the extent that you're willing to go to jail for it. That's ridiculous, okay? There's a lot of rules that maybe they make some sense and not that much sense. Like, I'm not gonna throw my life away for something like that. Like, I'm just gonna follow the rule. Generally, if the rule is very something that I don't believe in, then I'll fight against it in a way that I think makes sense. But what's with this protest?
She just like completely ignores the police officer trying to talk to her. So when he arrests her, she then like causes a huge scene, tries to kick him, and starts flailing around. I guess some women would rather get a battery on an officer felony charge than just put a shirt on. This person blurted out, but it still shows like a decent amount. You can tell this isn't like a regular sports bra where it's like keeping them in place. They look like they could fall out at any time. I'm just saying, man, the point of a sports bra is to keep them in place, keep them tight to your body, and prevent them from moving while you're working out. This does not do that. This looks like it doesn't do that at all.
I should kick me in the groin, the leg, and I'll try to buy an off-duty police officer, which is a felony.
I didn't realize I could do in the groin.
Should we count this as a double whammy because she...
Yeah, that's also not accountability because she also was clearly resisting arrest in the footage that we just saw, even though it was sped up. What are you doing?
She didn't take accountability for her outfit, and she didn't take accountability for kicking the
this is a double whammy.
Police officer in the groin.
I agree.
I think that counts as two, in my opinion.
Oh, bro,
it does.
Cancel that shit, dumbass.
Why would you do that?
Oh my god, bro.
That shit, dumbass.
That was so light. The slightest poke of a tennis ball, and then...
Why would you do that? Why would you hit me in the head?
What a bitch.
This guy lightly tossed a tennis ball at the back of her head and just, bonked her. So in response, she throws
Jesus.
her tennis racket as hard as she could right at his hand.
Why would you do that? She screams in pain as she's the one inflicting pain on you.
And then says, why would you do that?
Nah, that was my bad. I actually messed up.
Oh, she apologized. Oh, okay. I guess everything's all good now, right?
Your hand got in the way, but I hit
She
the
hit the
racket.
racket. She hit the racket.
Oh, so it's his fault now, right? Because she was
And he's got the Pepsi Rolex on.
aiming for the racket, but his hand got in the way. Oh, man, I was aiming for your hair, but your skull just was there. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I think this might be why so many women are anti-gun, because they can't even handle pepper spray or tennis rackets.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just think everybody else is just as irresponsible as them or short-tempered or whatever, but man, I do not want to see women with guns. And this really shows when you see the stigma around female cops.
Put a finger down if you found this
boy.
man on Facebook that said he did tattoos and only had 2 tattoo pictures of his work on his page, but for some reason, your fresh 18-year-old head said this is absolutely a tattoo artist. So you decide
What?
to hit him up and try to make a reservation with him, and he said he's available that same day. So you decide to drive to said address that he sends to you just for him to text you on the way there that he just got out of jail and that he's at his homie's house.
I'm going to stop you right there. All of my fingers are still up. Let's not blame this on your fresh 18-year-old brain,
Oh,
nigga. You was
man.
just retarded.
And
True.
needed to get picked up to get dropped off to the actual place that he's going to do the tattoo at. So you agree because, once again, you're dumb and 18.
No. You're just dumb.
Yeah.
You're just dumb.
Yeah.
I would like to assume
Dude, this is the thing. Like, being 18 is a really good excuse for a lot of things. This is still like chickens for KFC level retardation. And by age 18, you should know, like, yeah, if there's a guy who on Instagram, what did she say? There's like some guy on Instagram who's like a I don't know. This just all seems like, what are you doing? You know, I look at this and I think, what are you doing? I don't think, oh, I'm 18 and I'm stupid. I don't know, man. You're going to some random stranger who you don't know to get a tattoo. And it's like not a guy who's in a tattoo shop. Like, it's like, are we thinking? Are we being an idiot? Should we maybe do some more research into this? Probably. I mean, if something terrible happened to her, it's obviously not her fault. You know, like, it's the guy's fault for doing the horrible thing to her, but it's like, I feel like I'm still looking at like just very poor judgment, you know, but whatever.
doesn't go and meet up with people that just got out of jail for tattoos when they don't even own a tattoo shop or anything,
Yeah.
and they only have 2 pieces of artwork to show for it. Like, women be complaining about how unsafe society is, and it's like, are you sure society is unsafe? Or are you guys just fucking retards?
Okay, that's just crass, but I thought where he was going with this was like the meme of women complaining that it's unsafe to walk alone at night, and then they'll vote to free violent criminals, right? That's a very common one where they will talk about defunding the police, and they'll say ACAB, and they will go on about how the criminal justice system is unfair. But really, what they would see a massive benefit for in terms of confidence, you know, in walking home alone at night is more police. You know, the people who would actually stop the men who creep them out at night from creeping them out at night.
If this is how the average 18-year-old American woman thinks, then man, maybe we should raise the age of consent. I would like to not think that though, because if that is the case, our country is cooked, man. Like, if this is the average 18-year-old woman, our country is cooked.
Y'all get on this weird moral high horse when it comes to 304s and shit, but never really care to understand how a girl got there. A lot of
Okay, all right. So this one's gonna be fun.
the girls who walk the blade started walking when they're 13 years old. Me, I started hoeing because I got trafficked as a teenager. Like, I don't know.
I don't understand this. So you are a victim as a teenager, and then I guess when you're freed or when you're like safe or whatever, instead of going to a normal life, you decide to live a life similar to your victimized life. How does that make any sense? I'm sorry for you that happened, but I don't know if that's the reason why you're a hoe. I mean, everybody has their own choices.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, like, you look at people's actions and their behaviors, and then most of the time, these actions just get judged for what they are. You know, it's like this whole thing where I have to know your story in order to justify or like defend your actions is ridiculous to me. Like, I think of things as what they are. I don't look at like the backstory and the context for everything. Like, I think if a guy just, you know, pulls a gun on a pregnant woman, I don't care that he grew up poor. I don't care that his life was hard. If there's a girl, you know, going around, you know, sleeping around around being a total slut. Maybe there's a sad story there that's you know, driving this behavior. At the end of the day, the outcome is what it is. It's that she is a slut, and that behavior is like unproductive for society. It's not good. It's a net negative, I think, for a lot of the people who participate in it. You know, hookup culture is a mental wreck for the people who participate in it. And I don't know. It's like, what's even the point of this? Like, you want sympathy? Okay, well, you can get sympathy for the thing itself, but not for the behavior that's a consequence of it.
Right? At the end of the day. And I think it's important to take accountability for these actions.
It's a skill
so we
issue.
can move forward and better ourselves. There was also women in her comment section saying, hey, I was sexually assaulted or raped or trafficked as a teenager as well, and I didn't turn out to be a whore. Let's celebrate the fact that you survived the dealer, rapist, serial impregnator, broke guy living on your wage, cheater, narcissist, and friend zoner. If this is in order, then I can see why the last guy friend zoned you after seeing all this shit.
The friend zoner. You survived the friend zoner. Yeah, the deadly friend zoner. The guy who says, I don't think we should be in a relationship. I think we should just be friends. That guy's deadly, man. Glad you survived the friend zoner.
And we also celebrate.
And you also, a lot of these, I'm a little, I guess, like, I think survived is meant more like metaphorically than literally. You know, like, oh, I survived high school. Like, yeah, high school doesn't usually kill you, but it's funny to think, like, if she meant this literally, I'm dead. Like, yeah, you survived the broke guy. Yeah, the deadly broke guy.
The fact
the only one that's deadly here is like dealer and rapist.
That you might just have horrible taste in men. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is like, again, chickens for KFC, right?
Other than the last two, I have a sneaking suspicion that that guy's not actually a narcissist, and I can see why the last guy friend zoned you. Everybody else, it seems like you could just do a basic background check and figure it out. Dealer, like, oh
yeah.
Man.
Like, at a certain point, the common denominator is you. You'd have a shitty taste in men. You are going actively in seeking out men that will fuck up your life and then complaining about the choices you made, the outcomes of the choices you made. Like, what the fuck do you expect at a certain point? You are the problem, okay?
I've been dating this guy for 2 years.
And that's not a victim blame. This is genuinely someone who is like actively making bad choices because I think they're addicted to the high of being in, like, I swear the women who do this shit, they love the chaos. They love the drama. So you survive being a slave to your own bad decisions, literally. Like, I'm telling you, they love the drama. They love the chaos. Like, waking up and every day is an adventure. I heard, I think it was, what's the girl's name? Call Me Daddy girl. I think it's like Alex Earl. Did she make Call Me Daddy? Alex Cooper. Okay, that's who it is. Yeah, Alex Cooper, right? She makes this video, and she has someone on her podcast, and they're talking about how, like, you know, they dated a serial drug addict / drug dealer or something. I forget the full context. And they were literally, like, nostalgic about it. They were like, oh, I couldn't do it nowadays because my life is so stable. But back then, the high of waking up every day and not knowing, you know, how things would be, all the chaos I love, like, you're a sick fuck. This is all you. This is you being addicted to these, like, emotional swings, you know, the highs and the lows, every day being a weird emotional gamble. Like, you liked that. I swear that's like what these women like.
Round check and figure it out.
These women.
Dealer, like, oh man, I've been dating this guy for 2 years and I just now found out he's been dealing drugs. Like, what is he, Walter White? Serial impregnator. Wait, you mean to tell me the guy that got 4 baby mamas also tried to impregnate you? Broke guy living on your wage. You didn't know the guy was broke and poor and didn't have money to sustain himself? I mean, look, I hate gold diggers more than the other guy, but let's be real, fellas. You have to at least have a living wage to get a girlfriend. But, like, how did you not know this guy couldn't sustain himself? Like, oh yeah, let's just move into my apartment while I'll pay for all the groceries and you can use my car. And you didn't know this guy was a fucking loser? So we're at count 50 now, meaning we're halfway to 100. And we only have 16 more for this video before we finish in a part 3.
Actually
oh boy.
happened after he assaulted me. My brain actually became obsessed with him. And ended up having him again.
So I'm not sure if I'm getting this right because I'm getting this from a secondhand source. You know, somebody reposted this and with their reaction. But from what I'm getting is that this woman was assaulted by a man sexually and then later on had sex with him again. I don't want to, like, devalue anybody's story, but, like, clearly it was okay enough the first time for you to go for seconds. I just feel like this is really disrespectful to actual victims who have been, like, sexually assaulted or worse and are, like, visibly shaken up.
Like, what do I even say about this? Like, this is insane. Like, what an insane thing to do. Like, oh, I was essayed, but, like, then I went back for seconds and I'm frequently hooking up with him again. Like, what is wrong with you? Literally, what is wrong with you? This is insane. Like, either some of this isn't true and you're painting a narrative, or you're just like an insane person. What am I even supposed to make of this? Like, this is above my pay grade, okay? As good as I am at interpreting certain things, what the fuck is there to make of this? this is like what? Why any of this? Literally. Like, either it's not true that the guy assaulted you, because I think that if it was as true as it's made to seem, you wouldn't go back for more, or like it is real, but then like what? I don't know. I don't even know what to think. Like, because like, this is all wrong. This is literally, none of this is okay.
And the idea of the person who did that to them makes them like, you know, shake up and go quiet.
Like, you have contact with that person, you kept contact, like,
and freeze up and stuff.
It's like that obsession meme where it's like when you tell your girlfriend to block the guy who raped her in 2021. Dude, that is so fucking real. That is literally what this meme is.
It's like you have that, and then you have this woman who's like bragging about going in for a consensual round 2 with her.
This is like, yeah, this is so bad, because like, imagine you're this woman and then you claim the title of like SA survivor. Like, you're an SA survivor who goes back to the person who did this thing to you every single weekend. You're an insane person. Like, what are you talking about?
Rapist. That actually reminds me of something. Back in 2022, I came across this Instagram reel where it was like asking me if I'd rather have a 10 out of 10 girlfriend or a one-time perfect Kamehameha. And I actually did decide to go with the Kama Yamama, so without further ado...
All right, bro. There's no way he voice acted that. Dude, it's the tweet that you just said. All right, I'm modding you. Chop screw you, I'm modding you. For a fucking prediction like that, you're getting modded. How your girlfriend looks at you when you ask her to block the guy who raped her in 2019. You did say 2021, but elite comms. Elite fucking comms, dude.
Actually reminds me of this post on Twitter that was based off of the movie Obsession. How your girlfriend looks at you when you ask her to block the guy who raped her in 2019. And it shows a woman from the movie visibly upset. This somehow upset and triggered a lot of women, which, if this upset and triggered you, that says a lot more about you than it does the person posting it. Because I think if you're upset that your girlfriend won't block somebody who did such a heinous thing to them, it's pretty normal to be upset at that. And I'm not gonna act like this is like some everyday scenario, but let's be real, this has happened to like some people where they're...
Yeah, I mean, how is it even, like, possible? Like, actually, how is it possible that you go through something that traumatic, but you keep contact with them? Like, that your contact with this person calls into question your entire narrative. And if you can't see why that's the case, then you're probably being dishonest in some way, right? Like, oh, yeah, I was SA'd, but I keep streaks with the guy who did it, and I'm on his private story, and we catch up frequently. Something's not adding up here, right? So if you're gonna carry this title that he's your assaulter, but you're also best friends, like, you know, I feel like I'm allowed to question how fucking traumatizing this really is.
Your girlfriend claims somebody did something, but they still have them added on social media. The lack of accountability comes from this woman saying, because it's almost always somebody you know, somebody you might have trusted, a mutual friend, someone in your family, your best friend's brother. People spend years convincing you that what happened to you wasn't even that bad. Blocking doesn't even enter the picture.
Holy fuck, buddy. How that is, you are high on copium, dude, because it's almost always someone you know. Okay, so then it's out the window. Then delete the relationship. Why keep the relationship? Someone you might have trusted, a mutual friend. Then, honest to God, if you're saying the relationship you have with this person is more valuable than the assault that they did, then the assault must have not been that bad, literally. If it's a traumatizing thing, then there's no question of if you're cutting them off. I don't give a fuck if I'm invalidating your story or your experience. You are not a serious person if you can't block your rapist. I'm willing to die on that hill.
Yes, it does. Why do you have this person added on social media when you could just, it takes like 5 seconds to block them? Like, you think people are gonna like attack you and demonize you in real life if you block somebody who you don't trust because they did something heinous to you? This person's acting as if you block somebody and that person just happens to be your brother's best friend. Your brother's gonna be like, yo, dude, like, that was really fucked up that you blocked my best friend on Facebook.
What?
Can you, like, unblock him? Like, who does that? Who genuinely does that? Well, somebody actually combed through this person's tweets and found out that she actually blocked her own father. But she's claiming that it's hard to block her rapist because... of social pressures and family ties. Then again, I checked her account and it...
I mean, what do you even say to this? Like, what do you say to a person who's this just unwell? I mean, bro, I cut ties with someone for losing my favorite pen in high school. Yeah, people get blocked for so much less, and it's like the idea that something like this that actually matters will not warrant a block calls into question the whole thing.
It is based in India, so it could be just a rage bait farm account, but from what I'm looking at, I did go through the account and it doesn't look too like every month she posts a rage bait tweet. So maybe it's not.
So my wife's a recovering alcoholic. And she's relapsed 2 weeks ago. Don't listen to anything my mother-in-law has to say here.
Yeah, she wasn't here.
Dude, holy shit. This guy's been through some things right off the bat. Don't listen to anything my mother-in-law has to say.
He knows the entire preamble to give. He's like giving the warnings, giving the context. I can already tell that this guy's been through some shit. This is rough. This is going to be a rough one.
Poor guy must have been double team ragged and nagged the entire marriage.
Fast forward to today. I'm at baseball for 6 hours today. Come home, find a bottle of wine on the counter. She's yelling and screaming. I tried grabbing the rest of her plastic cup, and she jammed it into my face. I don't know if I'm bleeding, but it feels like I have a mark somewhere up here.
Yeah, you got a little blood up on your upper lip.
So I said, I'm calling the cops.
I got hit in the face.
Where at?
In the right eye. And then, it just happened about 30 minutes ago.
Is this the wife?
My husband. You said on the front steps? Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that happened that you're leaving out? Okay.
No.
Okay. So what about the wine, the bottle of wine and the cup full of wine?
Oh, that's not true.
I mean, guys, is this not a case open and shut? That's
well, I mean,
not
there's
true.
wine all over the counter, and there's an empty bottle of wine. He's got a cut on his face, where he said that you jabbed the cup into his face.
I didn't jab a cup into his face.
Okay, so why would he have a cut on his upper lip?
I don't know. Incoming.
My husband drinks a lot.
He drinks a lot, and that's why he has a cup on his upper lip. How does...
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he drinks a lot, so there's just a random cut on his lip from when he came back from baseball. Actually, if she was to be smart here, you do something with the whole baseball. He got a ball thrown at him at baseball, and so there's a fucking cut on his lip from one of his friends, and I hate his friends, and I love to drink, and if he just drank with me, it wouldn't be so much of a problem, but he wants to live a normal life with baseball.
Does that make any sense? She's the one who had to go to alcohol rehab, and she tried to twist it that she was getting beaten on by him and that he was the one who was drinking all the wine and vodka in the house. And not the mother-in-law coming in knowing that her daughter has a drinking problem and trying to defend her and help her twist the story onto the husband, who's most likely innocent. That counts as two women, does it not? You have the wife and the mother-in-law. I think that counts as two here as well. And the funniest part is the mother-in-law, while her daughter's getting...
What the hell happened over here? A tree fell?
...arrested, she's like, yep, that's what he wanted, no doubt. That's what he wanted. It's like, well, yeah, no shit. She was beating on him and relapsing on her alcohol. Like, yeah, no shit. That is what he wanted. She deserves it. I don't... What do you mean that's what he wanted?
Hi. If you weren't insensitive, you'd get the fuck over. There's 2 lanes. One lane for the fast and the other for passing.
Sure. I was going 10 miles over the speed limit.
No, you're not.
I was. The speed limit's 60.
Everybody was passing you.
I was going 70. Nobody was passing me.
And that's fine.
I really hope that you find joy and peace in life.
I want you to get over your...
Dude, well, I've noticed that's like a common comeback now. Like, whenever someone does something wrong and they warrant anger from someone, they always are like flipping it on the person who's legitimately angry, and they're always saying that they hope they find peace and they hope they find joy. Like, no, we just hope that you don't cause us to be angry. Like, this happens all the time. Like, for instance, I'll play Overwatch, and there will be teammates that I have that are playing like shit, and I'll be like, dude, can you please stop fucking playing like dog shit? Please do something. And they'll respond. I've literally heard this almost verbatim. Oh, yeah, get a fucking job, you know, have some joy in your life, man. I hope that you have a girlfriend who makes you happy one day. It's like, that's not what we're talking about, okay? My life is fine. My life is great. You are currently dog shit, and it's making my life worse, okay? And it's like, the best comeback to these people is like, my life would be great if you just fucking didn't make it worse. That's it.
You could have passed me multiple times.
It's this like concern trolling. Like, I hope that you're good. I hope that you have a better life.
You could have passed me multiple times.
So this guy misspoke. When you're driving, the left lane is for speeding and passing people on the right, and the right lane is for slower traffic. What I assume this guy is complaining about is that the woman was in the left lane going slow and holding
Yeah, I know I suck, but fuck you.
up traffic, to which she tells him, you could have passed me multiple times, insinuating that he should have passed her on the right lane, which is technically illegal. Yeah, he could have been a little bit nicer about it, but she's disrupting the flow of traffic, and then she advises him to do something illegal as a solution to her mistake. It doesn't even matter if you're going 10 miles over the speed limit. If cars are still going faster than you, you need to move over for them.
Hey,
hi.
Do you want to debate? Dad,
I mean, sure.
She, in fact, did not want to debate. She ended up stealing the guy's sign, which is his freedom of speech, and then running off with it, claiming that it's not theft. Your sign must only cost $5.
Oh, he's like an abortion guy. So he's like one of those guys who like stands outside like at nighttime holding up an anti-abortion sign. All right, I think those guys like to clip farm a little bit. Like they I don't know. Like, here's what I think. It's good for you to stand up for what you believe in, I guess, but you know, I wouldn't say that tactic is the best. Like, they camp outside of nightclubs or bars with some sign that says like, if you get an abortion, you're gonna go to hell or something, and like they're trying to elicit a reaction from angry women. But I don't think that does justify these women who crash out and like assault these guys. Like, they'll throw their drink at them, or they'll steal their sign, or like just start some commotion. So I think the best way is like, if you don't like these guys, just ignore them.
It's okay. It's not theft. It's $5.
It was like $140 to make those, actually.
So when he then approaches her, putting the sign into her car, he says, "Oh, you're taking it?" And she says, "Don't come closer to me," while reaching into her purse, assumably for pepper spray. Her friend then comes saying, "You're stalking my friend? For what, debating you?"
Don't come close to me.
All right, I'll back up. Well, you're the one who attacked me, so.
Oh, my friend? For what? For debating you?
She stole my stuff.
Why are you harassing women?
Yeah.
This is
I'm
sexual harassment.
And
Boyds, man, what can you do? This is sexual harassment because you decided to terrorize the guy standing out there farming debates, and then you chose to do a crime on video, and then people he understandably followed you with his property to your car, and now it's just like, it's so obvious. It's in plain text what's happening here. This is retarded. Just don't do the bad shit, and the bad shit won't happen to you.
people wonder why women's accusations aren't taken serious. I also gotta say, drunk people are extremely annoying, especially drunk women. I once heard some guys say that a drunk man's intelligence is the same level as a woman's, and a drunk woman's intelligence is on the same level as a child. And man, I honestly couldn't agree more. I don't mean to dig up old drama, but sometimes when you have ideas for videos, they don't exactly fruition immediately. So this is from 6 months ago. Fellow YouTuber Turkey Tom was going through some pretty serious allegations by two women.
Recently, I've been accused by an ex-girlfriend, along with an ex-partner, of non-consensually filming sexual encounters, being so rough and inconsiderate during sexual encounters that it bordered on assault, encouraging eating disorders, being into age play, along with a litany of other completely baseless, false accusations.
And these allegations turned out to be entirely false, and he made a 40-minute long video on how they're false with a lot of evidence. I didn't really get my chance to put my 2 cents in on the topic, and since his video on it is still up, I assume it's okay. Two women, one an ex-girlfriend and one an ex-partner, had some career-ending allegations against him, all of which were proved to be false, and they only apologized.
I'm glad he beat the case
for these false allegations after he exposed them for lying. It's just kind of insane to me that a lot of women can just make up a bunch of shit, and then when they're caught in the lie, they can just say, oh, sorry, I just made that up, and just nothing really happens. And women know that nothing really happens, which is...
I mean, yeah, this was just like, I don't know, it's a little personal because I'm friends with the dude, but I'm glad that, this was all debunked.
Why this cycle continues. That's 2 women on the board here that I'm gonna count. Another one that includes an internet celebrity. You guys remember Pokemon's Cookie Company?
Last but not least, the cookies company, which I launched like 2-3 years ago. Unfortunately, the launch for that did not go as we planned.
Well, a few months ago, she actually stepped down from this company and said she didn't want to be the face of a snack and maybe she's not ready to be a business owner or some shit like that.
Means to be a business owner. There are certain things that most businesses can get away with that you cannot do if you are creator backed.
Like upcharge, what was it? Dude, what was she charging for these cookies again? It was
Like
something
$30.
insane, like $25.
All right, what else? We got to skip ahead. I don't care about the influencer stuff. I've made too many videos on that. There's got to be randoms, like just found in the wild content. All right, this looks good. The fuck? So she's twerking to Drake in the middle of a car wash, and then she gets splashed by a bunch of water. I mean, literally, what do you think you're doing? Does it get much stupider than this? I don't know. Yeah, maybe close the door. Oh, the door's broken. Oh, the door's fucked. The door's fucked.
I've seen enough. Get this woman one of those adult daycare jobs at a large tech firm. Or better yet, put her on the developer team for the next big AAA game that she can ruin. How do you even remotely think this is a good idea to to get out of the car at the car wash and start twerking? And then when the door bends backwards, she says, "Go, go." And you can hear her friend say,
like, what do you mean, go, go? You're fucked. Go, go.
I can't. She doesn't even look drunk. I mean, it's broad daylight at a car wash. It's not really a drinking activity. Just acting retarded for the love of the game, in all honesty. It is impossible to find jobs right now. Honestly, man, we're in a tough economy. The job market really isn't at its best right now. Man, I really wonder why you can't find a job. Do you think it might be the job market?
Well, I think it is the job market, but this definitely doesn't help.
Or do you think there might be something on your face? The craziest part is, a lot of jobs, especially retail jobs, have been actually more lenient on the idea of tattoos. I just don't know if, like, something grotesque like this, or satanic symbols, is really gonna help you. You could try maybe Spencer's or Hot Topic. I don't even think Popeyes would stoop this low. This woman who lied and said an innocent officer sexually assaulted her because she was late for work is jailed. Whatever happened to...
I don't know if I can do this. How much longer is in this? I mean, guys. I mean, bro, what do I even say to this? By seducing my assaulter, I was reclaiming the control I had lost over my body and my identity. This is thumbnail material. Yeah, let's... Thumbnail? There we go. Yeah, that's... What the fuck else do I say? Like, I'm just gonna sip the G Fuel. Who the fuck writes an article like this? During Black History Month, nonetheless. Ruining the month of those who are actually oppressed in some circumstances with yourself.
Push some kind of narrative against women, but no.
Yeah, I'm done with this shit. Good video, though.